Shalom, 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 shalom. I want to give all praise and honor and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who teach real well. Peace and salutation to the whole flex scattered abroad. That's how you doing this work in truth and sincerity. I'm Brother Bach coming at you with another lesson. Lord willing, this lesson is edifying. This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 2 and verse 13. It says, "Woe unto him that is faint-hearted, for he believeth not, therefore shall he not be defended." And that's for, the people that really don't believe that the Lord is the almighty power, man. So why would you fear if you know the Lord has all the control, man? What you really means is that you really don't believe, man. And you being a non-believer, the Lord is not going to be looking out for you, man. You says you will not be defended, bro. I'm going to go to the book of Isaiah. Isaiah chapter 43. It's like it. You got a lot of people out here, man, that say they believe in the Lord and what they really don't. This is Isaiah chapter 43 and verse 2. It says, "When thou passest through the waters, I will be with thee, and through the rivers, they shall not overflow thee. When thou walkest through the fire, thou shalt not be burned, neither shall the flame kindle upon thee." And that's the Lord being with us, man. You gotta have faith. You gotta have faith that the Lord will be with you no matter what, and the Lord won't let nothing happen to you that you can't handle, man. Skip down to verse 16. It says, "Thus said the Lord, which maketh a way in the sea, and a path in the mighty waters." So the Lord is always gonna make a way for you, man. You have to wholeheartedly believe that, bro. Do you really believe in the Lord, or are you putting on the front, man? Or you just being a temporary Israelite, man? It's a lot of temporary Israelites, man. Wannabe Israelites. They don't truly believe in the power that the Lord has, man. So like, I got a code. I'm sure some of you brothers can tell if you know me, man. Gotta get some of that ginger, man, that old lemon tea. But back to the point. This is Psalms chapter 66 and verse 12. It says, "Thou hast casted men to ride over our heads. We went through the fire and through the water, but thou broughtest us out into a wealthy place." Collins like you. I think there's something going on with this phone, Salakia. Salakia, I'm not sure what's going on with my sound. I'm going to bring it back. It says, "Thou hast casted men to ride over our heads. We went through fire and through water, but thou brought us out into a wealthy place." And we're gonna have that great abundance, man. When we go through these trials and tribulations, You know, what we gonna have, waiting on us, man, the kingdom, man. That's gonna be our wealthy place, man. Brothers gonna be able to be at peace, relax. That true peace, man. We never had true peace on this side, man. I'm gonna go to the book of Daniel. Daniel chapter 3. This is Daniel chapter 3 and verse 25. It says, and he answered, lo, I see 4 men loose, walking in the midst of the fire, and they have no hurt, and the form of the fourth is like the Son of God. Then Nebuchadnezzar came near to the mouth of the burning fiery furnace, and spake and said, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, ye servants of the Most High God, come forth and come hither. Then Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego came forth of the midst of the fire, and the princes and captains and king counselors being gathered together saw these men, unto whose bodies the fire had no power, nor was an hair of their heads seen, neither were their coat changed, nor the smell of fire had passed on them. Right, man? And that's the power of the Lord, man. The Lord will put you all these things, through all these things, and nothing shall happen to you, man. You gotta truly believe, man. You gotta truly believe what you're a part of, bro. We talking about the almighty power here, man. The Lord can do nothing. I said that wrong. Like, the Lord can't fail, man. The Lord can't fail. And if you truly believe, the Lord won't fail you, man. If you truly believe, if you are of that number, man, you have to have that faith. We'll go to the book of Deuteronomy chapter 31. This is Deuteronomy chapter 31 and verse 6. It says, be strong and of good courage. Fear not, nor be afraid of them. For the Lord thy power, he it is that doeth go with thee. He will fail thee. He will not fail thee, nor forsake thee. The Lord will not forsake thee, man. The Lord's going to always be looking out for you, man. You have to be of good courage, bro. Cause what? We in hell, man. We brothers getting our ass kicked left and right, man. But what? We get back up, man. Scripture say a just man falleth 7 times, but get it back up, man. Roughly paraphrasing. That's the spirit we in. Because we in the flesh, man. But we know that the Lord will not fail thee, man. If you truly believe. I'll grab this last scripture. Bringing it back to Deuteronomy, man. This is Joshua chapter 1 and verse 5. It says, there shall not any man be able to stand before thee all the days of thy life, as I was with Moses, so I will be with thee. I will not fail thee, nor forsake thee, man. And you gotta wholeheartedly believe that, bro. I pray this lesson was edifying, man. You know, you gotta have that faith, man. That faith in the Lord that He won't forsake you, man. You know, I pray this lesson was edifying unto the hopeful elect. Until next video, Shalom.